My name is Kawana Waddell of Style-taneous Styles boutique. We're a women's clothing boutique, but we also specialize in wardrobe styling for men, women, and kids. And we also do custom styling. So anything that you need custom made, whether you can sketch it or you have a picture of it, we can produce it. Styling really just came about of me just loving fashion, just loving clothes, shopping like crazy. So I was like, okay, I shop like crazy. People always asking me for advice, always liking what I wear. And that's kind of how it came about. It started as honestly as interior decorating for family members and finding clothes for family members that, you know, didn't like to shop themselves. So I'm like, I'm gonna start charging y'all for y'all for y'all services. And it literally just took place from there. I say, okay, why not? So I put it out there. I started, posting pictures based off of my pastor was behind it 100%. He pushed me into my gift because he kept telling me take pictures, and I'm like, I take pictures all the time. Like, take pictures and post them. I kept hearing that it was prophesied to me over and over again, and I'm like, take pictures? What are you talking about? Like, girl, you know, we women, we take pictures all the time. Style-taneous Styles was established in 2015, July. We had our first annual fashion show, and the boutique came about in August of 2015. And prior to that, I had probably been styling maybe a few years before I even started the boutique. And the boutique literally was out of my house and online only. And I literally would have people come to the house all the time, day in and day out, which was kind of a security issue for me. So I didn't really, like the point that they was coming to the house, to shop. So my mentor, Mark Anthony, I went into his store location in Chesterfield Mall. I was the boutique of his store. He's custom make jewelry, for men and women. And I was the clothing boutique inside the store. And that started December of 2017. No, 2016. And I was there for about a year. And then here we go, Style-taneous Styles, my own. The first thing I did before anything was in here, and this is honest to God, I came in here and I prayed. I prayed, and I actually had my my blessed oil, and I blessed the boutique. I prayed, me and my husband came in, we prayed together, and just kind of, set the atmosphere of what we wanted it to be. And that was before anything was in here. And then throughout, while the maintenance and construction, kind of sort of the, cosmetic details of the store took place, it continued. Every time I come in here, I would praise God. I get emotional every time I talk about it. But I would just praise God, because this was not supposed to be. I was not looking for a store location. I was okay with shopping with the twist parties, which is another service that we do, shopping with the twist parties, where we actually have, before the store was established, we would go to houses, people workplace, and we would set up a boutique, like a pop-up shop. But we would do it like a party, a party sense, where we would play games. We would play like different games. People would win prizes, they would win clothes, they would win jewelry, just by showing up, playing games and shopping. And I loved it. I mean, I was killing it as far as shopping with the twist. I have a van that we bought, and we were going to convert the van over to a mobile boutique. And it was cold outside, so it was like, we're going to, kind of just put that on hold. Instead of turning it over to a mobile boutique, we'll just, concentrate on the shopping with the twist parties. I would book shopping with the twist party. My calendar would be booked each and every month, like crazy. Weekends was all shopping with the twist. And now we have the store location, so people book their parties here in the store. So they actually come here, they invite their friends and family. Again, we do the same thing. We play games, we have fun. We, just kind of just mingle, with each other, just to get to know each other. A lot of people do it, like if they have some type of networking business, they'll come in, and they'll take their networking business and actually do a shopping with a twist party together. So it's been phenomenal. Like, we really are very successful with the shopping with the twist parties. We can do private parties. So if you did a private party, that would be on a day that we're closed, a Monday or a Sunday. If you didn't do a private party, if you did just a weekend party, we will be open to the public as well. But so they'll come in between the party and the fun. But just for hosting a party, you get $40 off tops of credit. Just for hosting a party, you don't have to pay anything to host a party. All you have to do is want to host the party, have the people to invite them. That's $40 of Style-taneous Styles credits. And then for every 10 items that sell, not 10 sales, but 10 items. So if one person buys 6 items, another person buys 4, that's 2 people that bought 10 items, you get another $40 in credits. So every 10 items that sells, you get $40 in credits. I am still mind blown, believe it or not. Like, I'm in awe. Like, every single day that I open and turn the key in the door and I come in, I'm just like, wow, Lord. Like, God is so good. Like, He is amazing. It's just mind blowing. Like, when I walk in and just to see the inventory, to see, you know, this actually go from a little dream and, you know, just from doing stuff on my own and, you know, helping other, you know, people as far as my family, just to, you know, come into this. Like, who would have thought all of this, you know, would have come, you know, would bring this about? Like, I would have never thought it. I would have never thought it. You could have never told me that I would have my own boutique. You could have never told me that it would have been this successful. It is very, very successful. And I know there's a lot of boutique owners out there, but there has to be something that differentiates you from others. And I think here at Style-taneous Styles, not only do we offer, like I said, the women's boutique, but we style men as well. There's not a lot of men boutiques. We actually have a line coming out tomorrow, Tuesday, of kids wear. So you can also shop Style-taneous Styles here. You can come for your kids, ages 2 to 14. Is the sizes that we'll carry from 2 to 14. And then, of course, you know, the women's sizes go from size 3 to 28. But men, no matter the shape, size, whatever you are, we also got you. You know, we don't carry men clothing in the boutique because men don't shop like women do. We shop more. So, but I love styling men. I love it. I love for a man to call me and say, you know, what should I wear? And I give advice, styling advice. Some people charge for styling advice. If you call me or send me a picture, say, Kawana, what do you think? My customers love it. They send me pictures all the time, like, do this shoe go with this shoe? Sure, let me, you know, no, let me see what other options you got. You know, I don't mind giving advice. I love giving styling advice. I do styling tips on social media. That's the reason that I post pictures, so you can see what or how to wear it in case you don't have the eye for fashion, that you can see, you know, how to wear it or different ways to wear it. So, I mean, it's just, this store has been just amazing. From day one when we opened on March 31st, oh my God, it was, and there will be people that come in the store now and be like, how long have you been open? Because I passed by here and I saw you, I was like, you know, I did a U-turn, had to come and, you know, see what this was about. And I say March 31st, and every time I say March 31st, people are like, really? March 31st? That's only like a couple of months. And I'm like, yeah, right, you're telling me. But ever since the day that we opened the store, like the day of the grand opening, I literally was jumping for joy. I was shouting in my shoes all day long. Like I was taking pictures. I had the best staff ever. I mean, my staff is amazing. I cannot leave them out because without them, this business couldn't even go. So I have the best staff ever. I have the best support system, the best support team, all the way from my husband to my parents to my pastor to just friends. It's just a really great support system, and you need that when you're in business for yourself. You really do need a good support system. So if you don't have a good support system, I advise you to get a good support system because it's crucial to success. You know, to have somebody that's going to push you, that's going to tell you, no, you know, that's not right, you know, do this and do that, and you got to take heed to it. Been looking for a store. This kind of just fell in my lap, and I have to tell this testimony. I'm sorry. I just have to tell this testimony because the bicycle shop owner, I used to go to the bicycle shop, which is right next door here to Style-taneous Styles. And I would go there to pick up my packages from UPS. It's a UPS drop-off location and pick-up location. So I would go there, and he'd be like, how's Chesterfield Mall going? I'm like, you know, it's okay. It is what it is. He was like, well, I know you're not happy there. The store next door is about to be available. And I'm like, no, I'm okay with shopping with the Twist Party because, again, I was content. He was like, why don't you come to one of our meetings? We're actually having a meeting this Tuesday. Come out to our meeting. So I come out to the meeting, and the owner of these locations was there at the meeting. This story always makes me emotional, like, because it was just God sent. Like, I had no idea what I was even walking into, but the meeting was right here in this store. It was a real estate agent's office, and the meeting was right here. When I walked into the meeting, you know, the people was welcoming. They invited me in, and you know, I listened. I had to rush out to do KMW Productions because I styled them for their plays as well. So I had to rush out there. So I knew I had to leave early, but they started talking about like all the business plans and the things and the reconstruction and that they were going to do here in Ferguson downtown. But the guy that owns these locations around here was there, and he was like, oh, you know, Jerry's been telling me a lot about you. Here's the keys. It's yours. And I said, hold up, wait a minute. Like, you're moving a little bit too fast for me. Like, hold on, let me process this. You know, I haven't really thought about this because, again, this is not what I wanted. You know, I didn't think I wanted, but what I wanted was not for, you know, it's not what I wanted. It's what God wanted for me, you know. And I'm a firm believer of what is for me is for me. But again, I had to really pray on it. I had to fast and just really kind of see God to see if this was truly His doing and not, you know, just something, because everything that looks good isn't good. Okay, so I just didn't want to jump, you know, head first and foot first into something that I didn't know, you know, anything about, especially overhead. I was like, okay, I'm kind of just, you know, paying Mark, you know, a monthly rent, but to actually have my own overhead, that's like a big, you know, 360. So, but long story short, coming here, the guy was like, I mean, he literally was like, it's yours. So I was like, oh, okay. So he was like, what's your price? What do you want to pay? And I'm like, hold on, like, wait a minute, what do you mean? You know, so of course I wanted to tell him my price, but I didn't want to tell my price, you know, because I'm a business person, you know, negotiation. I don't want to go too high and he thinking low, you know, lower. So he said, why don't we, you know, you meet me at the Italian restaurant down the street. He was like, meet me there, Vecinos. Meet me there on Tuesday. And when I come in, again, he got these keys dangling like, Kawanda, it's yours. He was like, I'll send the contract over. The contract is like nothing. There's no first month rent. There's no first and last month rent. There's no deposit, like, you know, whatever it is. So I tell him my price, and he goes, well, let me talk to my dad. We may not be able to match that. So he emails me back the next day. He tells me, I talked to my dad. We're able to do exactly what you want, you know, the price that you want. But, and there go the but. I was like, okay, there go the but I know a God that's able. So, but God. So that's how I'm thinking. Anytime I hear a but, I'm always thinking, but God, you know, whatever your but is, I got something, you know, better in my back pocket. So he goes, so we can't do, you know, this amount. So all of the electric, all of that's a part of it. You pay no, you know, taxes. I mean, there's nothing that you have to pay except for the rent and if you have a telephone or anything inside the store or internet. And I'm like, are you serious? So I talked to my husband about it. Husband was like, go for it, babe. Like, I mean, it's a no-win situation. Like, go for it. And I'm like, okay. So I emailed him back. Tell him, okay, so we're good. We'll go for it. So I meet him again at the Italian restaurant. He goes, well, whenever you want to move in, because it's move-in ready, so it's waiting on you. The guy moved out, I believe, the end of February, and he was like, you can move in March the 1st. And I was like, no, I really don't want to start paying until like April. So he was like, okay, well, whatever you want to do. Actually, no, the guy moved out the end of January. So he told me we can move in February. And I'm like, no, I want to start paying in April. He was like, well, if you need to get in there and do your work and then, you know, just go in and do that and do everything that you need to do. And I was like, well, I'll go in the end of February. I'll go in the, you know, beginning of March. So rent will actually be due on April 1st. And he was like, because he was like, no rent in March. You know, you go in and get it, you know, established, get what you need to get done, and that's that. We had bids. I mean, it's like, I swear, it's blessings over blessings over blessings over blessings, because we had someone come in to bid the store as far as to get the visual and the cosmetics, you know, where I wanted it to be, to look like Style-taneous Styles and this girly, you know, because, you know, I like the bling bling, the sequins, you know, stuff like that, like a girl. But we had somebody come in to bid us, and they like bidded us this really, really ridiculously high price. Had somebody come in because I was like, I have to have 3 fitting rooms. I have to have 3 fitting rooms. And I mean, I kept nailing that overhead to the contractor, to my husband. And they was like, babe, just start with 1 fitting room. Like, you know, you don't need 3 fitting rooms. I was like, I know it's going to be busy on, you know, grand opening. People are going to be waiting for a fitting room. And I did not want that. So I'll let them talk me into just getting the one fitting room, which I have one fitting room right now, but because I had somebody come in and actually tell me how much it'll be for 3 fitting rooms, and it was like out of the budget. So just like in this, you know, this subject, the contractor that we end up getting to do the work, which his info is also displayed on our advertising screen, Michael Mayo, Alan Michael's company, he came in, he bid us like a price that we could not refuse. Like, I'm like, are you sure? Are you serious? Like, thank God for knowing people, you know, that can do the work that I needed to be done. I mean, he worked endless nights and just did everything. I know I got on his nerves. He did everything though that I asked him to do, no matter what it was. He did it, he made it happen. And I mean, it was absolutely, I mean, you see the results. The store is beautiful. Like, it's a beautiful store. So we are looking into opening up another location. This is something that's on the maps for Style-taneous Styles. We're actually gonna, because this location is only 700 square feet, so it can hold exactly what we want it to hold. So hopefully we can find a location that we can actually do all, you know, the styles in one, women's, men's, and kids. But we are looking to actually do a men's and kids location, and then just have this as the women's location. And that's in the near future. So, you know, I'm looking for locations, so looking for buildings, you know, to actually make that happen. Like I said, I would love to have one big location where we can just house everything in, but if that is not the case, then just Style-taneous men's and kids will be something that you guys can look forward to here soon.